This time round at Wine 52, we're exploring Spain, discovering some of the best independent red wines of this incredible country. Let's take a look. First up, we have Avelino Vegas. Avelino Vegas was founded in 1950 by Avelino Vegas in the Segovia village of Santusta de San Juan Bautista. Spanish artist Cristobal Gabaron created sculptures that decorate the winery. The world-famous artist has worked with the UN and several Olympic Games in the past, and created the sculptures for Avelino Vegas to celebrate the centenary of their founder in 2017. The winery's love of pairing wine with food has led them to work with top Michelin star chefs at their own restaurant space in Madrid. Condado Real Tinto is a classic Tempranillo from Castilla y León, which presents a beautiful deep red color in the glass, glinting with a slightly purple hue. The nose is complex, with ripe red fruit, savory undertones, and a hint of herbs. The palate is structured, with layers of ripe red fruit and subtle spice. Make sure to serve this wine at 16 to 18 degrees Celsius for the best results. For food pairing, partner this Tempranillo alongside red meat or hearty vegetable stews. Rafael Cañizares operates as part of a family tradition of winemaking. He is one of the region's most acclaimed growers and winemakers, having played a key role in the boom in high-quality Spanish wines. The winery is located in a unique natural environment in the center of the Sierra de las Salinas, Sierra La Umbría, and the Sierra de la Cima mountain ranges. The fine limestone soils covered by stones reduce the amount of water retention, which is perfect for viticulture and makes the region one of the most valued areas of the Alicante BDO. From its inception, the winery has recovered old vineyards of native varieties, which either due to low yields or lack of generational replacement would otherwise have been lost. Que Destacable is a monastrell that showcases an intense, deep red purple in the glass, with aromas of juicy red and black fruit. Full-bodied with intense flavors of blackberry, strawberry, and red currant, this wine's velvet-like tannins create a smooth, memorable finish. When you are ready, serve this wine between 16 and 18 degrees Celsius. When it comes to food, it is a perfect pairing for grilled meat or a hearty Sunday roast. They bring the first of our special reserve 6-pack red wines. Rafael Cañizares is a smooth, sophisticated Syrah that bursts with aromas of juicy red and black fruit, complemented by a touch of oak. Full-bodied on the palate, with notes of vanilla and spice, this decadent and delicious wine is sure to be a favorite. To get the best experience from this wine, serve it at 16 to 18 degrees Celsius. An indulgent charcuterie and cheese selection, or a big bowl of fresh Gordal olives, are ideal food pairings for this delightful red. Up next, we have Bodega Manuel Quintano. The winery was founded in 1964 in the heart of La Bastida, when a group of farmers with a deep connection to the land and a shared dream decided to join forces. Today, they have 75 active members who contribute their grapes each harvest and participate in each part of the winemaking process. Current head winemaker Javier Ceraceda uses spontaneous fermentation, a technique he introduced to the winery to give his wines even more local character and sense of place. This reflects his dedication to the terroir of Bodega Manuel Quintano's unique location within La Bastida in Rioja Alavesa. Following in the footsteps of a long line of local winemakers, Bodega Manuel Quintano is producing top-quality, fine Rioja from old vines in some of the region's prime soils. La Bastida Tempranillo Joven is a deep, dark, young Tempranillo offering a mix of vibrant red fruit, dark berries, and a touch of light oak. A classic, well-balanced expression of a young, single-varietal Tempranillo, this wine has the potential to benefit from a year or so aging in the bottle for greater flavor complexity and sophistication. Make sure to serve this red between 16 and 18 degrees Celsius. We recommend pairing alongside a stone-baked pizza or homemade burger. Next up, we have Corderna Villa. The winery was founded by Federico Ripa, who planted his first vineyards near Estella, Navarra, in 1991. His commitment to quality is reflected in this choice of land, as it produces very low grape yields that nonetheless have an index of high quality. His project is continued by his sons Raúl and Jorge, who have taken over the family business. In 1998, Quaderna Via became one of the first wineries in Spain to convert entirely to organic methods. This meant that, rather than using pesticides to control infestations on their vines, and instead of using artificial fungicides and fertilizers to regulate and feed their vineyards, they focused on more sustainable, natural solutions. Quaderna Via is named for a type of poetry composition cultivated in the Middle Ages by Spanish authors, in the pursuit of a total and perfect poetry. The name reflects their aspirations for achieving winemaking perfection. Sobremasa is a luscious, single varietal Merlot from Nevada that has an abundance of red fruit, ripe strawberries, and cherries on the nose. On the palate, a lifting acidity gives good structure to flavors of red currant and wild strawberry. This wine finishes dry, with smooth yet grippy tannins. We recommend serving this wine at 16 to 18 degrees Celsius for the best results. If you are looking for a food pairing, think burgers or barbecued meat and veg. For many generations, the Hernaiz family worked small plots of vineyards in Cenicero and the neighboring villages of Fuenmayor and Navarrete, and sold their grapes to other producers, as so many other Rioja families have always done. In 1996, the Hernaiz family took vineyard ownership to a different level by purchasing an historic vineyard in Baños de Rioja. Today, Eduardo and Victor Hernaiz manage Viñedos Hermanos Hernaiz, making a range of wines which are all conceived around the idea of getting the maximum from each of the terroirs in their estates. Their first estate once belonged to the last Empress of France and wife of Napoleon III, Eugenia de Montijo. This single vineyard, named Finca La Emperatriz after the Empress, is now a well-established project. Despite being an historical vineyard and estate with more than 150 years of winemaking to call on, the Hernaiz brothers are passionate about looking towards the future through sustainable practices. They have halted the use of insecticides on their vines in favor of more natural treatments like pheromone traps to protect the crops from pests. Rather than using herbicides and fungicides to protect their vineyards from mildew and mold, copper sulfate is used, and natural vegetation cover helps to increase the health of the land, rather than leaving it to struggle as a monoculture. Their goal is to one day ensure their entire estate is certified as 100% organic. They bring the second of our special reserve 6-pack red wines. El Pedal de Hermanos Hernaiz is a distinctive red wine from the world-renowned DOC Rioja that showcases the rare and characterful Maturana grape, a variety deeply rooted in the region's viticultural heritage. In the glass, it presents a deep, dark red hue, while the nose unfolds with earthy undertones and a sophisticated bouquet of strawberries, red cherries, and black plums. The palate is rich, with vibrant red fruit flavors, balanced by well-integrated tannins that provide structure and elegance. For the best results, we recommend serving at 16 to 18 degrees Celsius to fully appreciate the wine's complexity. A unique expression of Rioja's tradition and innovation, this wine pairs beautifully with chorizo, lamb, or a tapas-style spread. This taster is over, but you still have more to discover about the red wines of Spain. We hope you enjoy all your wines, and maybe even find a new favorite amongst them. Cheers.